Hi everybody, this is Julie Bean with Bead, and this video I want to show you how to directly attach an earring hook to a piece of bead weaving, and in this case it is this beaded earring. So this is a color blocked, more modern fringe earring design here. And if we look at the finished piece, you can see that right up at the top I've directly attached the earring hook by stitching it on along with the beads. So oftentimes you'll see where you perhaps put a jump ring through a bead, which is a really good secure option. But I also want to show you this other option, which is nice and secure as well. And there's really a trick to it to make sure that it is secure. So I'm going to talk to you about that. So what you want to do is, if it's a case like this where you have a piece of bead weaving that you're using, you're going to want to find the center. So this one is 9 beads across. So you're going to, here, I'll show you right here. We are going to look at it from the top down so we can see where the center is going to be. So the center of 9 beads is bead number 5, which is, I'm going to put my needle right in it so you can see. There is bead number 5, and I want to create a little archway. So I'm going to exit my thread out of the top of the 4th bead over. I'm going to skip over the 5th bead, which is the direct center, and go down into the 6th bead. So I'm going to create a little archway, but I do want to show you where that direct middle is, which is where my needle is going into right now, not where my thread is coming out. So I'm a little bit off center on purpose where my thread is coming out. So you can finish your entire piece of bead weaving and do this with a separate thread and just weave it in and exit that top bead. Or you can just do this before you tie off your thread. Just work your needle and thread up to that top area. Here we have right here, and we're going to be exiting that 4th bead again. So a couple different ways you can go ahead and do it. So we're going to pick up, in this case, a green bead. And again, this method will work for other applications as well, but I do want to show you for this specific earring. So we've got a green bead and a gold bead on our needle. Now we're going to put on our earring hook as well. Here we go. Now there is an open loop at the top of your earring hook that we are being very aware of. And the key to this is going to be pulling this tight enough that the beads are really going to anchor it in place so it won't be able to twist and flip to be able to pull out of that open loop at the top. Now I want one more gold bead and one more green bead. Again, I'm going to skip over the direct center bead. I'm just going to hold this like so. And then I'm going to skip over the direct center bead and go down into what is the 6th bead. Did I actually not get a green bead on there? Okay, let's see. I feel like I missed a bead somehow. Okay, we're going to do a gold bead and a green bead. Okay, something how it came off my needle. Glad I saw that before I continued. Okay. So there, we got those beads on there, and we're going to pull. And now the key to this is really pulling tight enough that that earring hook ends up right in there in that little archway and is being held in place by those beads. So those beads are really, I'm going to go down another bead over. Let's get my needle worked a little further down. Okay, and then when I pull, you notice how this earring hook stiffens up a little, which is what I want, because if it's like this and it's tight enough, even though it has that open loop at top, it can't swing all the way around and slip out, which is the key, because these beads here are going slightly into your earring hoop loop and securing it in place. So that is a nice secure connection. And then all you're going to need to do is weave in your thread and tie it off. Now I have a lot of stitching up here already from my bead weaving. If you can, and if it's not too many thread passes through your beads, I would recommend going through that loop one more time. Same thing, just work your needle through your beadwork, exit that fourth bead, go through your thread path of all your beads, and back down again. I think I'm getting a little bit tight here because I've done so many different thread paths through here, so many different cycles with my beading. But if you have the ability to do so, I would recommend going through it twice just for added security. And then you just weave in your thread and tie it off.